Hello, this is Julie Holly, the yoga author, and I wanted to talk a bit with you today about choosing joy. So, if you don't already know, and if you're new to my channel, you wouldn't know, so I haven't mentioned it, I don't think. But a year and a half ago, I lost my mom, and she and I were extremely close. She's my best friend, and today is her birthday. And this is my my brothers and I. It's the second birthday of hers since her spirit left her body, and it's a vastly different feeling than last year. Last year for her birthday, I chose sadness. I chose to really wallow and went to her grave with flowers, and I'm there and I'm walking between my two brothers. One is older, one is my baby brother. Both muscular, strong men. Like Joanne birthed some solid children. And I'm all like, oh, I can't believe this is where we have to be, for her birthday, and I'm all like, which is normal. Like, I'm not discounting that. Grief has many shapes. But then my little brother, my baby brother, who's a grown man, but he'll always be my baby brother, said something very profound. And that was, this is the day that she was born. This should always be a happy day. And he shifted my paradigm in that moment, like just from that sentence. And my baby brother, he's a Capricorn. When he makes a decision, then it's a done deal, it's a wrap. And I could tell from his posture and the tone that he had when he said that I'm always going to be happy on this day. And I was like, yeah, it resonated. And it's what my mom would want. She would want us to celebrate today, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're all meeting for dinner later tonight. We aren't going anywhere near. We're actually going to a different state. It's a great part about living in DC area. It's 2.5 states. And I woke up this morning, and actually, let me back up. Last night at midnight, I texted my mom. I still have her phone on, and I'm like, I'm texting her like, happy birthday, I love you, 3 heart emojis. And I just, I started smiling because it is a happy day. It's the day my mother was born. And instead of being sad today, I'm just thinking about everything that she's given me, including this house that I'm taping this in. But just the example that my mom set for how to be kind, how to be funny, how to not take everything so seriously, how to find softness and lightness. And so that's what I'm carrying with me today. And I just want to say, I have a friend, one of my closest friends, one of my Howard University sisters, and she just lost her dad. And I have so many friends I'm 50, so I'm at that age where, my friends are losing their parents. Sadly, some of them are losing siblings or children even. And I just want to say that, in the beginning, the grief is very jagged. You know, it's like everything that you touch like cuts, everything that you hear cuts, everything that you smell, see, you know, everything just cuts. And it's not that the time erases your grief, because it doesn't. It can soften it. It can bring you to a place where you're not so much focused on the absence of the person that you love, but you can now transition into focusing more on the gifts that they left you. So for me, the best gifts that my mom left me, of course, are my two brothers, who, you know, yeah, and that's what she wanted. That was, you know, she left us all letters long before she passed away. It's a whole other video, a whole different day. But in it, she was very proud that she raised her children to love each other, to support each other. Like, that's her legacy. Like, her legacy is the love that we have for each other. Another gift that she left me is, it wasn't actually until after she joined the Ancestors and I started going through more and more family pictures. I look exactly like my mom. So those moments when I miss her the most, I look in the mirror and it's like, there she is. And that is such an incredible gift. It's like, yeah, it's just like, oh, there she is. She's right there. She's, you know, she's right here on camera. And that's amazing. And finally, this isn't the last gift, but this is the last one I'm going to talk about, is the friendships. When you lose your person, there are people that will step back into your life. There are people that your ancestor will bring into your life. There are signs that your ancestor will, you know, bring to the fore to let you know that you're on the right path and that you're pleasing them with your actions and the way that you're choosing to live. And that's another way that the jagged edges become a bit more smooth. Now, that isn't to say that, you know, you still won't have those days and those moments where it's going to feel brand new. You know, you're going to go back to those moments sometimes when you got the call to get to the hospital, or, you know, the medical team told you. And that's normal. That's natural. You'll always miss your person. And that's the love. There can't be grief unless there's love. And the deeper you love, the deeper you grieve. But I just wanted to come on this day, this very auspicious day, the day that would be my mom's 78th year on this planet, just to share that message that you can still choose joy. I know it hurts right now. I know it's scary. I know it can be infuriating. I know it can be confusing. But when you Have that little space, and it could just be for a second. It could just be for a breath. That's why the book is called Breath by Breath, because grief changes with each round of breath, right? So it could be a millisecond of joy, and then just have that be kind of like your mustard seed of joy. Plant it and then let it grow, and know that joy is always there. It's called Anatta Chakra. It's always in your heart center. It's always there. It's always there. It's always accessible. It's always there. And sometimes you have to remind yourself it's always there. When you're balled up, crying, the joy is still there. When you're screaming, the joy is still there. When you feel alone, the joy is still there. All right?